You don't trust yourself, and that is the real reason you keep overthinking, second guessing, and repeating the same patterns over and over again. Hello and welcome to Soul Whisper Lounge. Today we are talking about one of the deepest wounds many women carry. It is not a lack of confidence, and it is not a lack of clarity, and it is not a lack of feminine energy, but it's the lack of self-trust. And when you don't trust yourself, everything becomes harder and harder and harder. Relationships become confusing and decisions feel overwhelming. Boundaries feel impossible. You cannot stick to your boundaries. And even when your intuition is trying to guide you, you override it and you ask other people what they think because you don't trust yourself, you feel insecure, and you look for signs and overanalyze everything. And then you wait, you hesitate, and somewhere inside there is this quiet fear: what if I'm wrong? Or what if I make the wrong choice? Or what if I trust myself and it doesn't work out? If that feels familiar, you are not alone. For real, I really think more or less every woman on this planet knows how this feels, and me as well. So there is a reason for it, because self-trust is not something you can force with affirmations. You have to embody it. It is something that is built through your relationship with your body. Here we go again. It's always about your body, truly feeling it in your body. So that's why I always talk about embodiment, right? So let's start here. Most women do not actually lack intuition. Intuition is your pure, divine, feminine energy, and it is already inside of you. Your intuition is already there, but you have to trust your intuition. You have to trust yourself. So, in fact, women are highly intuitive. They often know very quickly when something feels off. Oh my goodness, I feel this right away. So, they know when a relationship is not aligned, for example, and they know when they are overgiving, and they know when they are abandoning themselves, and they know when they are settling. But knowing is not the problem at all. The problem is that women do not trust what they know, so they override it. They don't put any attention on it. They rationalize. They wait for more evidence and they hope things will change. So they convince themselves they are overreacting. Right. We always feel like we are overreacting with everything because society always said to us, we are overreacting with everything. And especially when we are in our period, right? And this is exactly what takes away our self-trust. And this is how self-betrayal begins. Not in one dramatic moment. They can be, yes, a lot of them, but in dozens of small moments where you abandon what you already feel, what you feel in your heart, in your belly, in your gut, and you feel a red flag, but you ignore it. You feel exhausted, push through, and you want to say no, but you say yes. You know what you need. You silence it, and over time, your body learns something very important. My signals do not matter, and my needs are not honored, and my truth is not safe to follow. And once that pattern is established, trust begins to erode, because trust is not built by thinking positive thoughts. Trust is built when you consistently listen to yourself, when you honor what you feel, and when you act on what you really know. This is why so many women feel disconnected from their intuition, from their gift. Their intuition is still there. It will be always there, but you have to trust yourself in order to use it wisely. And many of these women have developed a habit of overriding it. And the more you override yourself, the more confusing life becomes. And what happens? Right. You stop knowing what you really want. You doubt your decisions every time and you seek external validation in order to trust yourself because other opinions matter a lot to them. So you become dependent on certainty, and certainty is something life rarely gives. And then, surprise, you remain stuck. Now let's look at how this shows up in relationships. For example, you meet someone, something feels off. It feels off right away. Maybe he is inconsistent, or maybe you feel anxious around him, or maybe your body feels tense. But instead of trusting that signal, you explain it away. You tell yourself you are overthinking. I'm just overthinking it. No, he is fine. You give him more time and you ignore what your body is telling you. Or the opposite happens. You meet someone who is calm, available, and he is actually consistent. And because your body is used to chaos, it doesn't feel exciting. It feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar can feel very, very unsafe. So you question it. Again, you pull back and you sabotage what is actually healthy. What is good for you? And again, the issue is not that you don't know. You know. The issue is that you don't trust what your body is communicating. And this affects more than relationships. It affects every area of your life. For example, you know you need rest, but you keep pushing through. Or you know a situation is draining you, but you stay. Or you know you want more, but you settle for less. Or you know your truth, but you wait for permission. And let me tell you something, this is what self-abandonment looks like. And self-abandonment is the opposite of feminine magnetism, because magnetism is rooted in your thoughts, body, emotions, and actions are aligned. And you trust what you feel and you honor your boundaries. You choose from truth rather than fear. And that is what makes a woman deeply attractive. It's not about her appearance. It's about her energy. Not because she's trying to be magnetic, but because she's fully aligned with herself. So how do you rebuild self-trust? This is the question, right? I want to share 3 simple practices with you. So first, start listening to your body several times a day and pause and ask, what am I feeling right now? What do I need? And please don't analyze anything. Just notice what is coming up. And then second, honor small truths. If you are tired, then rest. Or if you need space, just take it. Or if something feels off, pay attention here. Self-trust is rebuilt in small moments. And then third, stop asking everyone else what to do. Advice can be helpful, yes, for sure, but your deepest wisdom comes from within. And practice making decisions based on what feels true to you, even if it feels uncomfortable. And yes, it will feel uncomfortable. And this is exactly where you grow. Because every time you listen to yourself and follow through, trust grows. It grows and it grows and it grows. And yes, it is also scary, but this is how growing your self-trust looks like. And that trust changes everything in your life, in your relationships. You become clearer and calmer, and also more decisive and more grounded, and you stop chasing. You stop proving and you stop settling, and you begin living from a place of inner authority. This is what true feminine embodiment looks like. It's not about acting soft and not trying to appear confident, but knowing that your body holds wisdom, pure feminine wisdom, and trusting yourself enough to follow it. If you don't trust yourself today, that doesn't mean something is wrong with you. No, it means there have been moments where it didn't feel safe to listen to your own truth, and your body adapted. This is absolutely normal. But self trust can be rebuilt one choice at a time, and with a lot of patience and love for yourself. One boundary at a time, for example, one honest moment at a time. And when you rebuild self-trust, you become a different woman. Believe me, you stop tolerating less than you desire, and you stop questioning your own worth, and you stop abandoning yourself, and you begin creating relationships and a life that reflect your truth. And this is exactly what we do inside the art of feminine magnetism. We work with the body, the nervous system, the feminine, and the deeper patterns. They keep you disconnected from your power. And you deserve to feel magnetic and powerful. So you can trust yourself, open your heart, receive more and more and more, and feel deeply magnetic from the inside out. And if you want to discover what is currently blocking your magnetism, here is the good news for you. I created a magnetic block diagnosis. It will help you uncover the core patterns keeping you stuck and show you what needs to shift. I can't wait to see you there. I created this with lots of love, with all of my experiences, what I did in my journey as well. And I'm here for you to share my wisdom and my knowledge. So you will find the link in the show notes. I can't wait to see you there. And remember, your intuition is functioning. Your inner wisdom is still there. The question is not whether you know, the question is whether you are ready to trust yourself. Don't forget to follow, and see you soon.